Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Dear students, Assalamu alaikum. I'm sure you all are quite well at home. I do hope that all of you are enjoying your online studies and are also attending your classes regularly, which must be your prime objective during these circumstances. Dear students, our today's lesson is the tenses. In this lesson, we'll learn about the uses and structure of present indefinite tense and present continuous tense. At the end of the lesson, you will be able to know what does tense mean, what are the three main tenses, what are the 12 possible verb tenses in English language, what are the uses and structure of present indefinite tense and present continuous tense, and will also be able to use these two tenses with increasing accuracy in writing, and will also be used correct form of the verb in parenthesis using present indefinite and present continuous tenses. And you will also be able to convert sentences into negative and interrogative using the above said two tenses. So let's talk about the definition of tense. Dear students, the word tense is derived from the Latin word tempus, which means time. Tenses are the form taken by a verb to show the time of an action or the state of an action. There are three tenses in English language, which are the present tense, the past tense, the future tense. Each of the three tenses has four forms or subdivisions to show continuity or completeness of the action and time. These are indefinite, continuous, perfect, and perfect continuous. So here are the 12 possible verb tenses in English language: present indefinite, continuous, perfect, and perfect continuous. Past indefinite, continuous, perfect, and perfect continuous. Future indefinite, continuous, perfect, and perfect continuous. Now let's talk about the present tense. The present tense consists of four subdivisions: present indefinite, present continuous, present perfect, and present perfect continuous. But in today's lesson, our focus will be on the first two present tenses, that is present indefinite and present continuous tense. Well, dear students, here are the uses of present indefinite tense. Present indefinite tense is used to tell about things that happen continually in the present and the one that happens often or is factual. The present indefinite tense can be used to show habitual action. For example, he goes for a walk, morning walk daily. To express a universal truth, for example, the sun sets in the west. To express an action taking place at present, for example, we like the pizza served here. To show future event which is already arranged. For instance, the national games begin tomorrow. And to form a subordinate clause. The example is here: I'll leave tomorrow if my work is finished. Alright, dear students, let's talk about the structure of present indefinite tense. Simple sentence, subject plus first form of verb plus object. You have to note that if the subject is either he, she, it, or a single noun, we add s or es with the verb. For example, he goes to school regularly. And you see here the subject is he, that is why we have added es with the verb goes. So he goes to school. But if the subject is either I, we, you, they, or plural, s or es is not added with the verb. For example, I go to school regularly. Now, negative sentence, subject plus do not if the subject is any one of these. Does not or does not if the subject is either he, she, it, or a single subject. Then first form of verb and then object. For example, the milkman does not bring milk. Now you see here the subject is singular subject, that is why we have used does not. So you have to be careful here when you are using a negative sentence. When you are using does not in a negative sentence, you do not have to add s with the verb anymore. The second example, they do not deceive anyone. Here the subject is they, that is why we have used do not here. Now interrogative sentence, do or does, they are used in the beginning of a sentence in interrogative sentence, but we use do if the subject is either I, we, you, they, or plural, and does is used with he, she, it, or a single subject. Then subject and first form of verb, then object and question mark in the end. The examples are here. Does Aslam buy new shoes on Eid? Now here Aslam is the subject, that is why we have used does here in the beginning of a sentence. Do you use foul language in the class? Now here the subject is you, that is why we have used do in the beginning of a sentence to form an interrogative sentence. Well, dear students, I hope you have understood the uses and structure of present indefinite tense. Now you have the 3 tasks to follow, where you have to apply the your understanding about the tense which you have learned right now. Your first task is to change the verb in parenthesis using present indefinite tense. Now you see 8 sentences here, and in each sentence you have a verb given in brackets. You are supposed to change that verb into present indefinite tense. Like I'll do the first one for you. Nasima always speak the truth. Here the verb speak has been given in bracket, so I know that Nasima is a singular subject, that is why I'll have to add s with the verb. So the sentence will become Nasima always speaks the truth. You have to be careful about question mark. The sentences which end at question mark here in this exercise, they are supposed to be converted into interrogative sentences. The ones which contain not in them are supposed to be changed into negative sentences. Okay, here goes the task 2, which requires you to convert these sentences into negative, and in task 3 you are supposed to convert the given sentences into interrogative sentences. So the next tense under discussion today is present continuous tense. Let's discuss its uses. The present continuous tense is used to indicate an action which is still going on at the time when we talk about it. For example, the children are playing now. It is also used to express an action which is taking place but is not going on at the time of speaking. For instance, we are taking online classes these days. It is also used to show an action which is expected to take place. For example, the inspector is visiting our school. Well, here is the structure of present continuous tense. Simple sentence, subject plus helping verb is, am, or plus ing form of verb and then object. For example, people are going to Changamanga for picnic. Please note that we use is with the subject he, she, it are a single one. Am is used with I, whereas we use are if the subject is either we, you, they, or the plural subject. Now negative sentence, subject plus is, am, or plus not and then ing form of a verb plus object. For example, the boys are not preparing well for exams. Our interrogative sentence, we use is, am, or helping verbs in the beginning of a sentence, then they are followed by subject, ing form of a verb and then object. For example, am I making the map of Pakistan? Alright dear students, I hope you have understood the uses and the structure of present continuous tense. Now it's your turn to apply your understanding in doing these three tasks. Here is the task 1. In this task you are supposed to change the verb in parentheses using present continuous tense. You are supposed to do this task the way you did it in present indefinite tense. Here are 8 sentences given and each sentence contains a verb in bracket. You are supposed to change that verb using present continuous tense. The task 2. Okay, here goes the task 2, which requires you to convert these sentences into negative, and in task 3 you are supposed to convert the given sentences into interrogative sentences. I hope you have understood the uses and structure of both these tenses and you will be able to apply them with increasing accuracy in writing. Thank you so very much. Have a nice day. Stay at home and do take very good care of yourselves. Thank you. Bye bye.